Welcome, everybody. This is the EdTech Crew, a special edition of the EdTech Crew, episode 147 in world in Begonia Islands. And here with me, as always, is Darrell, the ICT guy. How are you, Darrell?
Excellent this morning, Tony. Looking forward to the podcast. Really appreciate the effort that's gone into all of the in-world creation. And we're going to have a little chat to Tess Starr later on, who actually helped build some of this set. So I'm really looking forward to it. We had a few technical issues so far this morning with an OpenSim crash and a few things like that. But looks like we're up and about at the moment. So that's great.
Yeah, it does. It's and thank you to Lucy Barrow, who's done an amazing job getting this organised. And for those people that are listening, if you're listening after the event, John Wilson from I think it's Online Services in the UK from
Yep.
Scotland is actually recording, and there'll be a feed of this available that you can go and watch because it's worth actually having a look at, Daryl.
Yeah, it's onlinevents.co.uk, and apparently John does this all the time, so we appreciate his work on this as well, Tony. And if I just give people a little bit of an idea, that if people are just listening on the podcast, we're sort of, what would we be, Tony, 150 metres, 200 metres up in world. We've got a bit of a platform and a hole through the middle of the floor where people come up to see us, and we've got a few banners with the EdTech Crew contributors and EdTech Crew interviewees. And then we've got some fantastic work from lots of the other schools that do work in world using virtual environments. So we're actually going to have a chat to Lucy later on, and she's going to talk about some of that stuff. But Tony, I was very impressed. There's a little squid sitting over there to your right, and if you go over to the squid and type into the chat, type jump. The squid jumps up, and if you're actually the owner and you say come here, the squid will actually follow you. And the reason that's impressive is that Lucy's done all that using the Scratch for OpenSim, that work of Eric Rosenbaum, the Scratch to OpenSim project. So that was just awesome when I saw that. I thought that's pretty cool stuff. Have you had a chance to have a look?
I only went over and had a quick look and a bit of a view before, but I'm keen to explore more now. Daryl, I guess this is going to mean you might be using virtual worlds more and getting them to build avatars and Scratch programming.
That's right. Well, if I can get the engagement of the virtual worlds and get a bit of programming, sneak a bit of programming in there for the kids as well, I'm all over it.
Yeah. Now we have to say this is a very impressive environment, Darryl. We've got a desk and we've got stuff up to thank people that we'll talk about more in the show, and it's really good, isn't it?
It's pretty impressive. There's some Christmas angels. There's some lots of boxes of presents, and Tess was even kind enough to create a couple of a coffee mug for us, Tony. Little angels and a little placard saying who we are. So that was pretty good. And did you notice over to your right again? One of the students has actually got a model of RTD2 in there as well.
Yeah, no, I did see that. And I have to apologise, Daryl. I think I'm apart from my shoes, my head, the rest of me is all naked. So and
Yeah.
there's someone flying up in the top there, Daryl. I'm not sure if you can see them, but we won't let those distractions get to us. Hey, Daryl, what have you been up to lately?
Oh, lately, basically had a bit of an Ultranet conference, a bit of a workshop for 2 days, Monday and Tuesday. And apart from that, I've just been getting ready for the first 3 days back, Tony. The first 3 days back are going to be flat out. I've got 6 half-day Ultranet sessions, so I need to do a fair bit of work there. And we're working with teachers, and hopefully we're not going to have any difficulties. Hopefully it's all going to go smoothly, and people are going to get on and start using the Ultranet for effective work with students, Tony. But what have you been up to?
Oh, I've got to blame Dean Groom. I've been sucked into the world of Warcraft.
You've been wowing.
I have, and as a Wargren down in Gilneas, I actually start to these things register and comprehend with me now, Daryl. So I've been sucked in a little bit, and I have to extract myself away from it because there's a few things I have to do. But I've just been catching up on a whole heap of Web 2 tools and a whole heap of things and planning all my activities for the holiday break. So
Cool. So what are the Web 2 tools you're exploring at the moment?
oh, where do we start? There's one called Wigio. I think that's pronounced
Yeah,
correctly.
yeah, like a website tool
Um,
or groups.
no,
Groups.
it's like a groups tool. It's a little bit. I think you could equate it a little bit like Edmodo, more of an online communication environment that you can actually make
Yep.
for a certain group.
It's a bit
Um,
Ning-like.
yeah, I'm not sure if I think it's more around synchronous communication as well as,
Okay.
the
Yep.
asynchronous. But I really don't know, Darrell. That's part of one of the tools that I want to have a look at. So there's a few of those, and just planning time to make sure I get a good balance between World of Warcraft, the Web 2 tools, and the spending time with my wonderful family.
Yeah. So what are you laughing at? I noticed Dean Grooms entered the virtual world. He was telling me that he might even pull out his Darth Vader costume. So look out for that if you see that.
Yeah, well, I got a special view of Lucy's Darth Vader costume the other day, and that was pretty impressive.
And you
Although
can't and you can't even manage to get the EdTech Crew T-shirt on, Tony.
no, no, well, I went and saw Tron last night, and I was thinking, wow, it'd be good to have a Tron uniform for in here, but yeah, I don't have the skills
Good.
to build one. Yeah, I think they've tried to make it really deep in terms of thinking. The visuals are just amazing. It'll do a huge job, but it almost tries to become a little bit too deep. I'm still actually processing it all. It's a very good movie in terms of the visuals, and I saw Tron all those years ago, and I went with my son, and yeah, we certainly liked it.
Yep. So really good on the CGI, the graphics.
Yes, yes, very good. Now, Darrell, we need to keep moving today because we've got a bit of a shortened time frame. We can't just ramble on like we normally do, as much as
No,
we'd love
we got
to.
to try and fit it in the hour at least.
Yeah, I know. Now, Darrell, one of the things, if people aren't in the world today, there's a whole wall which has got a whole range of materials or actual examples of work from other people all over the world, I believe. And Lucy, who's helped put us all together, has been part of putting that together. How are you, Lucy?
Hi, Tony. Hi, Darrell. How you going?
Excellent, Lucy. Look, we really appreciate all the work that you've done for this. The set just looks awesome, and to have the kids' work is fantastic as well. And to have kids actually help build the set, it's awesome.
Thanks very much. It's been a big effort. Unfortunately, the students were really keen to be involved a little bit more, but just with the end of year school things that go on at this time, it's always a little bit more difficult to get them involved as much as they wanted to be. But we've done our best to transfer across some of their work from our private grid, and also we're very, very grateful for the schools that contributed some work as well, and they're the images, the screenshots that you can see now up on the live stream.
They look
And
great. You've got Hewitt School, Thornley West Primary School, Ballarat Grammar, and I can't quite get up to see the ones at the top. That's why I've been jumping. I've been trying to get up there. Maybe I'll have to fly.
yeah, there's Northern Beaches Christian School as well. And I'm sorry, from the live stream, I can see that one of the boxes in the top right corner, I don't think the textures come through, but that's okay. Now, just to let you know that we're having a few technical problems here. So if my Skype line, if that does drop out, you know what's happening. So we'll just continue as best we can.
All right, excellent. I'm actually up the top of the billboard at the moment, having a look. Did you want to explain what some of the work's about? Hello, I think we just
I
lost.
think we just. I think Lucy was a portent to her own problem there.
Yes, yeah. Well, what we are looking at are some virtual worlds, and they look great. So we'll get Lucy back shortly, and we'll have a chat about it then. Now, Tony, you put out a survey.